just right in the coming over here, popping up our NHS, treating his women.
They're not affected. Their children don't go to bog standard operations. Are right to do so. They have been systematically trained, and I see no end to it. There are so many issues which have been visited on this country by an elite of self-selecting, closed-minded people who are well represented, and actually largely competent as well, which have done enormous damage to our way of life. So, for instance, who now has anything to say about the deindustrialization of this country and the destruction of the manufacturing jobs under the factory government? Who can reverse it? Who can do anything about it? Who will say anything on this panel about the catastrophe of mass immigration, which has changed this country irrevocably into somewhere completely different from what it was? They won't talk about it. They won't talk seriously about the immense problems of crime and disorder, which affect millions of people in their homes and leave them utterly vulnerable to all kinds of unpleasantness and violence and menace, which they never used to have time to go.
I think
and there is no sense whatsoever that there will be any reform of the criminal justice system or any attempt to put it right again. These are just some of the subjects on which this elite just constantly refuse to discuss. Why? Because they themselves have an ideology. They themselves have the ideology of metropolitan bourgeois bohemians. They despise most people.
What are you, man of the people?
They despise.
Well, I mean, you're the only person on this panel.
I'm no more a man of the people than you are.
I don't claim to be. You're making a picture of me.
I'm simply saying these are the things which they will not do anything about, which they will not do, because they themselves benefit. They themselves benefit from many of the things which do immense damage. They've benefited from globalization. They've benefited from mass immigration.
Talk about mass immigration. Let's talk about immigrants coming over here, popping up our NHS, treating us
They're not affected. Their children don't go to bog standard conferences. They're not affected. They're not affected by it. They're not affected by crime. Yes, I do know how to do it because I know what they do all the time. They will not discuss these things. They will not do anything about them. They ignore what you say, and you think that at general election time you can do something about it. No, the people who stand before you at general election time for the political parties are people who've been pre-selected. You have no control. If I stood for Parliament, or if he stood for Parliament from our positions, which are quite popular, the fact is the party machines would erase us. The immense amounts of money they're capable of spending, the enormous access they have to the broadcasting organisations, which we don't have most of the time, would make it impossible. You've got more access than I have. Would make it impossible, on the contrary, would make it impossible for anyone outside
Peter, sorry, the question was, what would you say to people who feel like you clearly do?
What I've just said. I just said it.
Well, no, wait a minute. What would you say to them about how to change them?